250th anniversary is probably not a more important time for us to go back and look at what the ideals were of the founding fathers. And we're always stressing ourselves toward a more perfect union. And how have we moved toward those ideals, or are we moving backward? And what can we do to move forward again if we feel we are? I think about Rosa Parks, and obviously she's gotten completely her due, but sometimes one individual affects somebody, and she didn't go to the back of the bus. She was tired, and she almost was deciding to go to the back of the bus. And then she remembered Mamie Till, the mother of Emmett Till, who decided to open that casket to make the country have to see what they did to her little child. So she stayed there, and she went to jail. And then the next thing you know, Martin Luther King has come to Montgomery, and the bus boycott starts, and the bus boycott wins. And then freedom rides start, and segregation marches start, and the civil rights movement develops and folds, and eventually it produces great, great success. And we have to have faith again in collective activity. I mean, I think what we saw in Minnesota is a very hopeful sign of what happens when I looked at those women and those men who were out there in the freezing cold, fighting for something that they believed in, and collectively they made a difference. That's what I hope that somehow we can remember if we look at the 250 years, that it's always been that collective action, that we're not just individuals acting alone, but the individual can make a difference. One of the speeches my husband wrote for Bobby Kennedy was called the Ripples of Hope speech. And it was given in South Africa to give strength to the kids who were in colleges and fighting apartheid, but were not feeling they were getting anywhere. And it said, each time a man stands up, and hopefully now a woman stands up for an ideal or fights for social justice, sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and together they come and they form a stream that can break down the mightiest walls of oppression. And that's what we've got to believe, that our little actions can make a difference, and we can change things in the country. We've got to believe in ourselves once again.